Hey guys, welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Emerald Randomized. I'm Nye, that's Trance, and these are two dead Pokemon.
You're never gonna give them up, are you?
Who?
Those two Pokemon. Gonna give them a chance, just gonna beat them to death. Not gonna think about diplomacy. No. Why'd you do that? Hey, you know what? Let's just talk about this. Let's be friends.
I did,
huh?
but every time I press the button that goes, yeah, I'm not interested in fighting, bye, it goes, no, you can't run away from a Pokemon battle! Your honor
Really, the
demands
Pokemon games, all they are is a brutal and merciless trainer forcing harmless woodland creatures to battle to the death for his own amusement.
Well, not at my amusement, because this doesn't amuse me. It's for the amusement of the other trainers. I'm trying desperately to keep mine alive. The other ones are making me run through a gauntlet. And have been since the age of 10. What the hell is that? Actually, what the hell are either of those things?
Spoink is a crime against nature. Seviper is just a very large viper. It seems pretty reasonable.
Kill it with fire.
I find it interesting that I believe the same trainer who had that, the mongoose, who I can never remember the name of, used that Seviper.
Yeah,
Which,
because they're not... you can't find them both in the same game. Not to mention that they're... Good.
I was commenting on the fact that the same trainer unleashed both, despite the two being mortal enemies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, diametrically opposed. Speaking of mortal enemies, you know what I found recently that I did not know? Canonically, and I don't know, this might even be according to developers, Ratchet and from Ratchet and Clank and Jack from Jak and Daxter are supposed to be enemies from separate universes, basically.
Yeah, the games, since they're from separate developers, were made to counter each other.
To the point that they apparently call each other out at times.
Yes.
Though one of the call-outs that cracks me up is that in Clank's apartment in Ratchet and Clank 2, there's a picture of Jak and Daxter.
Yeah. It's a friendly rivalry across companies, because they both make excellent games.
Mm-hmm.
I was personally never fond of the Jak and Daxter games, but I can openly say, just, what's the word I'm looking for here? I can say with an unbiased opinion...
Look, it's that crime against nature.
...that those games are very solid. I just really hate the racing sections.
Yeah. I agree with you.
It honestly feels at times that there's no way to win them unless you roll the outright dice. It's predetermined whether you'll win on this run or not, basically.
I'm not sure if I agree that much. Wait, are you talking?
I've had the...
That said, I don't remember the racing sections very closely, because I have not replayed Jak and Daxter as many times as I've replayed other games.
I've gotten all the way to the end, miles ahead of the opponent, and then through a combination of random cars and whatnot, been driven behind them for 30 seconds with nothing I could do.
Rubber Band AI?
Not Rubber Band AI. Just complete and utter bullshit. The equivalent of right when you're about to cross the finish line, being hit with 31 blue shells.
31 specifically, not 30 or 32?
Yes, because that's how many seconds behind.
What I want to know is, how is this thing making this sweet scent? Because that's kind of creepy.
No, it's not. Not really creepy at all. Pheromones.
Off of that thing.
Everything produces pheromones. Even you.
But that thing is making sweet and attractive scents.
Yes.
Creepy. Okay, so now that we've had that little cutscene in that cave, now Mount Chimney is actually doing stuff.
There's actually a species of, I believe it's a carnivorous flower that can release bee and wasp mating pheromones to kill them.
I thought that was... I know that most carnivorous flowers have a sweet scent of some sort.
Yeah, but it's not done via nectar in this one. It actually is mimicking the pheromones.
I forget which one it is. The jug type.
Pitcher plants do it via sweet nectar, yes.
Well, I know there's one that does it by making its nectar smell of carrion to get flies to come in.
That's the, oh, I forget what it's called. The Rafflesia.
Sounds about right.
That one doesn't do it for carnivorous facts, though. That does it actually to pollinate.
Okay, I'm so glad you want to throw starters in my direction, but I really have no intention of doing that. We have other things we want to be doing. Like going to stop team... whatever they are this day. Oh, hey, look, it's a Steelix. For no particular reason, a wild Steelix has appeared. I always thought Steelix was actually kind of a weird Pokemon.
It is.
It felt tacked on. It really did. To make Steel work.
At least it looks kind of cool.
I know, but you have an Onix. You rub steel polish on it, and now you have a Steelix. You painted your Pokemon and called it new.
Well, no. The shape is different enough.
No, I mean, seriously, that's what you do. You get steel polish, and you trade it with an Onix.
No, it's a steel coat. You're
Steel
not
coat.
polishing it. It's more like electroplating.
But at the end of the day, you basically painted the Pokemon, and now you're calling it a new one. That's like me dyeing my dog's fur and going, okay, it's not a dog anymore, it's a Mog.
Except the inherent shape of it has changed.
So I'll cut its tail off, and dock its ears, I don't know.
Well, they are Chihuahuas. They deserve such hard things.
Oh, come on. It should not be this hard to kill this thing. I mean, catch it. I mean, I don't care.
They're massive walls of hit point and glory.
Yes, I know, but it's sitting in red. It should be catchable. This is not a freaking Ho-Oh or Lugia or thing. Speaking of, we know where to find Ho and we know where to find Rayquaza. We should go and pick those up.
A friend of mine, having overheard this Pokemon conversation, has just told me that there is a picture on the internet of a Garbodor from Black White and Oscar the Grouch getting it on.
And of course, it's going to be a critical hit. Oh, fine. That is an indication, folks, that we need to leave this area and ne'er return. I'm happy to comply. Hey, it's Nuzleaf, but I have one of those already, so we'll ignore it. It's MC Hammerpants. Hey, look, it's a Beedrill.
Those are interesting.
It used to be that I got one of these every time I went through red or blue. And as soon as I hit about 16, something else came along and I'd get rid of it. Like, I'd have it until the end of Moonstone Mountain or something like that, and that's when I'd get rid of it.
that's what they were for.
Like I kept on hearing, they're so good, they're so good. Yes, I am aware that you like, was it Fury Drill?
I don't know. Beatrill are quite good, though, just to get you started.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they were placed there.
I know there's currently a request out to the developers for the new game to make bug Pokemon worth it.
They are worth it, just never in the long run. But they're working on it, from what I've heard.
Yeah, they're asking to make it Pokemon worth it in the long run. I'm trying to remember what there's a couple other Pokemon that they're asking about the exact same thing for similar reasons. I want to say it's Bug, Poison.
Poison's really good just as a defensive. Nice! A Sneasel. I've always been fond of those.
Oh, come on, Paralyze already. Nope, quick attack doesn't work. Paralyze. Come on. There we go. You know what? You can lower my defenses all you like, but if you're never gonna hit me... One of the things I like about not multiplayer, but random Pokemon fights, wild Pokemon, you know that there is never another one in reserve, so there's no worries about losing stats. And now we have a Sneasel.
Gesundheit.
I was about to make a sneezing joke too.
But I cut you off since you've already exceeded your pun quota.
No, I got it recently extended. How have I not caught a Wurmple yet?
Because you haven't encountered one yet.
I'm sure we encountered at least one. So I thought we've made Wurmple jokes in the past.
Well, yeah, but who hasn't?
People who have not seen these games. They're like a Caterpie and a Weedle put together and then made more useless. No, I'm not going to give it a nickname. We're just going to put it in the box and we're going to move on. Never to be touched again. We have cave birds. Like, Spearo's cry actually sounds decent. Oh crap. Nothing Haunter can do will affect that thing.
Fail.
Apparently Spearow is normal flying, I guess?
Yeah. I don't know if they've actually released a just plain old flying Pokemon yet.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, just kind of odd, all things considered.
I don't think they intend to either, honestly. Oh, well, there goes that. Okay, so this should be open now. Hi. Yes, I'd like to go up on the cable car. Man, I love that all this transportation is free. Because usually this sort of thing is expensive. Especially with an elaborate setup like this. Now, how is she in there completely oblivious to the fact there's epic level fights going on out here? Like, there's two different mobs attacking each other.
Yeah, but they're just dogs.
Apparently.
It is Team Rocket.
Magma. They're different.
No, they're not.
They totally are. It even gets referenced in later games how they're different.
No.
Yeah. In Black, at least in Black 1, there's actually an NPC you can find who actually mentions how he's been part of multiple teams.
Well, yeah, there's multiple teams. They're all the same basic team. They're all, I'm a good Pokemon, we're gonna do shit that's bad to them, herp-a-derp, and that's all there is to it.
Hey, Team Plasma was trying to free slaves.
Yeah, but only so they could destroy the world.
I missed that part.
It was subtle. They're all dumb as dumb. They're just...
That I will agree. Yep, I just used a Fire-type move on a Fire-type Pokemon.
Hell. Look at Team Rocket and Gold Silver. We miss our boss! And that's the entire plot.
There's plot in these games?
Some, but you have to be careful or you'll get it on your shoes.
There's plot on these games?
Yep.
I must have completely missed that. All I understood was, hi, you have Pokemon. Go challenge the most powerful trainers. We'll see you later.
Well, there's plot. There's plot. It's mostly accidental, but it is there.
Like, I find less plot and more excuse to have a Pokemon battle.
Eh.
And that's not plot, that's Fight Club. Well, Fight Club mixed with, like, Drama Club, I guess.
Are you just reliving your high school memories again?
No, not at all, actually.
Good. I was afraid I was gonna have to get the spray. Viewers, if you have any clue what I was talking about, thumbs up on this video, because I sure don't.
Something tells me none of them do either.
Yeah, which means you won't get any thumbs up, and that means you won't get any ad revenue.
I can get ad revenue from this?
Eventually. There's a viewer minimum.
It's a shame. I know YouTube has asked me if I want to, whatever it is, the YouTube Partner Program.
Yeah, that's it. That's what gives you ad revenue.
They've asked me if I want to do it, but they also said I have to generate everything, and I don't know if Let's Plays count.
They do.
Oh.
Yeah. There's lots of
Like,
Let's Players.
Because it very specifically says that if you use anything in your Let's Play that you have not made, you have to get specific permission to do it. Which includes the game itself.
Not true. This counts under fair use.
I'm just saying what YouTube actually says. And that's part of the contract. They say, we will not let you do this unless this is the case. So it's not they're saying you can't do it if it's legal. They're saying we won't let you do it if you...
Okay, Nye. Yep. Listen. There's a YouTube Let's Player called Northern Lion. He makes his entire living doing Let's Plays. As in, that's his job. He Let's Plays on YouTube and lives off the ad revenue. That's what he does. Yeah. So, it's allowed. They're cool with it. What they mean by everything has to be your own make, blah, 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 is you can't just, like, say, how to put it. So, you're doing a Let's Play, right? You decide, nah, I don't want to fucking do the Let's Play. So you go ahead and copy some other user's Let's Play and market it as your own. That's no good. Or, say you're a movie maker, and then you just put up a pirate copy of King Kong. Yeah, that's no good.
That sounds stupid anyways.
Yeah. It is stupid anyways.
Hi, Raichu. Would you take care of this mighty Yina for me?
Oh, but I like Ava.
Actually, you know, it wasn't until I watched a Game Grumps episode that I actually made the connection between Yina and Hyena. I never made that connection.
You're dense. Don't ever go swimming, you'll sink like a rock.
Like, I legitimately thought that it was just Poochie Ina. Because there's nothing about the Pokemon, the actual physical, like, representation, that screams Hyena to me. God damn it, he threw the ground type out. Seadra, here, come do thing.
I've always wondered why Camerupt has a countdown on its side.
It has a countdown on its side?
000.
Well, why does freaking Seadra have a 3 on its wing?
It doesn't.
Right, say with Camerupt. Those are markings.
No, except it doesn't have a 3
It
marking.
does. Look at its wing. That
It's
right
a
wing
fin.
has a 3 on it. Yeah, the yellow bit's a 3.
No, okay. See, I could give you that if they weren't perfectly shaped to be identical to Zero's and one of the Pokédex entries mentioning them.
Oh, actually, okay, if one of the Pokédex entries mentions it. Well, it's a countdown to when it Camerupts.
Viewers, if you want me to whack Nye with a purse full of bricks for that pun,
Actually,
don't
you know
worry,
what?
I'm doing it anyway.
I have to blame you for the puns, because when I do solo Let's Plays, I don't pun that much. So actually, it must be you. It has to be you.
You just like making my brain hurt.
You spawn them, apparently. Then again, we're usually constantly playing games like Pokemon, where the puns are actually built in anyways. That wasn't even my pun, that was the game made that pun. By the way, for those of you who, like, were watching this and thought I was actually going to give you what the storyline was, and then proceeded to skip all of this, like, talk, Team Magma's plan was to take a meteorite, shove it into this machine, and force this mountain to erupt, thus increasing the land mass of the planet. That's the entire plan.
They're not very smart.
That's all Team Magma wants, is to increase the land mass. No, I'm not paying $200 for your cookies. Not even your cookies, plural. Your cookie, period.
They're not dollars. Each one of those equates to 1 cent.
I'm not paying $2 for her goddamn cookie covered in mineral ash.
It's not for you. It's for your Pokemon. It's a healthy cookie, which explains why it's so expensive.
If it's healthy, they'll hate it. That's actually completely true in this game, too.
Well, no. Those are cookies, so they taste good.
Seriously, this thing's called a ball toy.
Yes. Yes, it is. They actually evolve into a really handy Pokemon, too.
Which we are likely to never see because when we go to the place where they're supposed to be, they won't be. Unless they are, in which case we will. And that entire previous statement is randomized in a nutshell. Let's see, what's over here? Oh, hey, look, it's a Venusaur. Shame we already have that. Speaking of, why don't I have that in my party? Do you know? Do I already have a grass Pokemon in my party?
I honestly don't know.
Like, that would be a good replacement for the useless Bagon.
I think the reason you were keeping the bag on is because it's really good later, and you want to get it levels to get there.
This is Pokemon Emerald Randomized. I can have tier 3s whenever the hell I want. Anyways,
If they actually show.
we'll have this discussion about showing tier 3s off in next episode. I'll see you guys soon.
Later, viewers.